Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, April 28th, and we are continuing our adventure to learn about South America. So, before we do, we're going to sing our calendar songs because I forgot them yesterday. So, we'll start with the days of the week. Today, we're listening for Tuesday and Martes. Ready? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Domingo, Lunes, Martes, Miércoles, Jueves, Viernes, Sábado. And our month is April, and we're almost to the end of April, so you might want to start listening for the month that's going to come next. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And our 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. These are our 4 seasons. Every year we have them all. Winter, spring, summer, fall. And you remember what continent we are visiting this week? South America. So listen for South America in the song. First we're going to need 7. 7 is 5 and 2. There are 7 continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, North America, South America, and Antarctica. And yesterday we talked about how South America has lots of different biomes, right? Just like North America has lots of different ones, so does South America. And we talked this week we're going to go on a virtual visit to 2 of the biomes, especially the Andes Mountains and the tropical rainforest. Now today we want to talk about some of the people who live in these places. And since these biomes are so different, it's very different if you live in a rainforest where it's hot all the time and it rains pretty much every day. It's very different than if you live in a desert or up high in the mountains where it's usually cold and doesn't rain very much. So people who live in different biomes are going to need different kinds of shelters, different kinds of clothes, have different kinds of food available to them. So all the very different parts of South America will have lots of different things about it. So I was going to show you some clothing that came from South America. Now, something that South America is really special to me because some of my family is from South America. My kid's cousin, the Spanish word for cousin is primo. You say primo? Their primo was born in Ecuador, and their tia, which means aunt, grew up in Colombia. So those are 2 countries in South America. And we got to visit there a long time ago. And we have some things. So this is a beautiful piece of art that an artist made in South America. This is from Peru, and you can see somebody wove this out of different colors of thread and made this beautiful artwork. And this is a blanket. I think it's from Bolivia. So this is something that can also be used as a coat. If it's cold, this is made out of warm wool because in the mountains they need clothes to help them stay warm. And one of the animals, if you watched the video tour yesterday, you saw some alpacas. They look a little bit like llamas, and they have amazing soft, warm fur. And so people could use the wool from the llamas and the alpacas to make warm clothes. And this is something that some family brought back from Bolivia, which also has some mountains, some of the Andes Mountains. And it's so soft. And it's something you can wear kind of like a vest or a jacket. Let's see, here's the arm sleeves, and it has a little scarf built in to wrap around to keep your neck cozy warm. And one of my favorite things are my mittens made out of alpaca wool. Look, they can be gloves, and this slips on and keeps the fingertips warm. And these are all made out of the wool from animals that live in the Andes Mountains. Now, if you lived in the rainforest, you would need different clothes, right? There where it's hot and rainy, they don't need very much clothing because it's warm there pretty much every day. Now, in another thing, with all these different places in South America, there are lots of different languages that people speak. And one language that many people speak in different parts of South America is Spanish. You know some Spanish. We just sang the days of the week in Spanish, didn't we? We said, today is Tuesday, and in Spanish, hoy es martes. You can say it. Hoy es martes. And do you remember in school every morning you could either say, tell me good morning, or if you wanted to say it in Spanish, we would say, buenos dias. Can you say it now? Buenos dias. That's how we can say good morning in Spanish. And we've also learned some other songs in Spanish. I don't know if you remember way back in the fall when we were learning about farm animals, we sang the song about the little chicks. Would you like to sing it now? I'll do the English first so you can remember what it's about, and then we'll do the Spanish together. Are you ready? Oops, that's the Spanish. We'll do the English first. All the little chicks say pio, pio, pio when they are hungry, when they are cold. Mama chicken looks for corn and some wheat. That will give them dinner, that will give them heat. Under her wings, the chicks she will keep until the morning the little chickies sleep. Are you ready to do the Spanish? Los pollitos. Los pollitos dicen pío, pío, pío cuando tienen hambre, cuando tienen frío. La gallina busca el maíz y el trigo, les da la comida y les presta abrigo. Baja sus dos alas acurrucaditos, hasta el otro día duermen los pollitos. And there's a link in your schedule for the week if you want to listen to that song again. You can do that and sing along. Now, one more thing about South America. One of the games that lots and lots and lots of people love in South America is soccer. Have you ever played with a soccer ball? Now, do you use your hands for soccer? You use your feet. And the word for soccer in Spanish is football. That sounds a lot like football, doesn't it? But it's very different from the American football that has the ball that's kind of pointy on the ends, like an ellipsoid. So this is what they call football, and it's a very popular game. Lots of kids and grown-ups play football in South America. So today, maybe if it's sunny this afternoon, you could go out and kick a ball around, or you could practice some songs in Spanish. And I'm going to share some ideas for your parents if you want to learn some more words in Spanish, how you can keep practicing some Spanish. And I hope you have a fun day and you can tell me about what you learned.